Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in today. My apologies for not being able to join you in person. I'm traveling for work, and as much as I would love to have been in beautiful Salamanca, it was sadly not possible. My name is Chris McCarthy, and I'm an assistant professor and Fulbright scholar at the International Institute of Education, which is based in Washington, D.C. Today, I'm excited to present the Youth Perception Report on Societal Challenges and Role of Technology for 2023. This presentation was prepared for the 5th ASEF Young Leaders Summit, and it aims to answer two key questions. Firstly, what do young people perceive as the most significant societal challenges, and how do they envision tackling them within the scope of Society 5.0? Secondly, to what extent are young people cognizant of the risks and opportunities of leveraging technology to address these challenges? These questions guided our research and will be the focus of today's discussion. But before moving on, let me share why these questions are highly relevant. We're in a time where technological advances are making a massive impact on society, both positively and negatively. Understanding the perspective of young people who are the future leaders and decision makers is crucial. By focusing on their perceptions and awareness, we can tailor educational programs, policy initiatives, and technological solutions that not only solve current societal issues, but also resonate with the very people who will inherit the future. In other words, these questions help us create a roadmap for action that is grounded in the realities and expectations of the younger generation. Let's dive into the demographics of our study. We had a broad and diverse set of participants, which adds to the applicability of our findings. We had a total of 8,508 respondents, nearly balanced in gender. This helps ensure that our results are not skewed towards any one gender perspective. The average age of our respondents is about 24 years, showing that we are indeed focusing on young adults who are at a stage in their lives where they are forming opinions that will likely influence their long-term views on societal challenges and technology. Our study represents 51 ASEF countries, which provides a rich international perspective on the issues at hand. And lastly, an impressive 69% of our respondents are active volunteers, suggesting a sample that is not just aware of societal issues, but also engaged in addressing them. I like to direct your attention to this word cloud, which visually captures the most urgent societal challenges as perceived by our young respondents. The size of each word corresponds to its frequency. The larger the word, the more times it was mentioned by the respondents. Quite visibly, poverty emerges as the most frequently mentioned challenge, capturing a majority of the responses. This is closely followed by education and healthcare. It's important to note that climate change is also a significant concern, capturing a significant number of the responses. This reflects a growing awareness about environmental issues among young people. Other challenges like mental health, gender equality, and racism and discrimination also find representation, although at lower frequencies. Interestingly, civil discourse and drug addiction are among the least mentioned, but should not be disregarded. This word cloud gives us a snapshot of what young people today view as urgent issues that need addressing. It serves as a visual testimony to the shared as well as diverse concerns of our youth, which are instrumental in shaping policy directions. Let's turn our attention to how aware young people are about the risks and benefits of using technology to address societal challenges. On the left-hand side of the slide, we see a bar chart that illustrates how familiar respondents are with the potential risks of using technology in this context. You see a majority claim to have a lot of understanding. A large portion even say they have some understanding, and then a relatively small group claim to have a little understanding. Shifting to the right-hand side of the slide, we have another bar chart that focuses on respondents' awareness of the benefits of using technology for societal issues. The largest groups say they have some understanding, but a significant portion also claim to have a lot of understanding, and a smaller group say they know a little. Based on the data, it actually appears that respondents have a slightly higher level of understanding about the risks associated with technology compared to its benefits. This could suggest that young people are not only exposed to the potential upsides of technology, but are also considerably aware of its downsides. This pattern is an important cue for educators and policymakers, emphasizing the necessity for dialogue that is both inclusive and balanced. Such conversations are essential for harnessing technology in an ethical and sustainable way. By understanding this trend, we can better tailor educational strategies to fill the gaps in awareness, thereby helping young people make more informed decisions about how technology can be applied for societal good. Our next slide delves into the potential drawbacks or risks that young people perceive when using technology to tackle societal challenges. As we look at this sideways stacked bar chart, you'll see a range of concerns brought up by our respondents in both Asia and Europe. Key issues emerge, such as data privacy and security issues, reduced human interaction and empathy, dependence on technology, ethical concerns, unintended negative consequences, cost and access barriers, lack of transparency and accountability, bias and discrimination in algorithms and data, undermining human agency and autonomy, exacerbation of social inequalities. These insights offer us a nuanced understanding of what young people find concerning as we move further into a world increasingly mediated by technology. This highlights the critical aspects that policymakers, educators, and technology developers need to address. As we continue to delve into the data, let's focus on the positive aspect, the potential benefits of using technology to address societal challenges, according to our young respondents. On this bar chart, we display the top perceived benefits as identified by our participants. These include increased innovation and creativity, increased accessibility and inclusivity, greater collaboration and knowledge sharing, rapid response to emergencies, new business and job opportunities, improved quality of life, cost savings and resource optimization, enhanced data collection and analysis, and sustainable solutions for the environment. The overall takeaway is that young people view technology as a highly beneficial tool. They see its potential to spark innovation, improve accessibility, and solve a myriad of societal issues. So while we've looked at both the potential risks and benefits in this study, it's clear that the youth hold a balanced perspective. They are optimistic about the capabilities of technology, but also aware of the potential pitfalls. Next, we'll explore two key aspects that impact youth perspectives: their level of optimism about the future and their confidence in achieving personal goals despite societal challenges. You'll see two sets of violin plots that offer a nuanced look at these sentiments in Europe and Asia. On the left, you'll see optimism towards the future. First, observe the areas where the plot is the widest. The most frequently chosen rating seems to be around 8, which suggests a general trend toward optimism among the young people surveyed. This is followed closely by a rating of 10, which indicates extreme optimism. On the flip side, there are fewer but still notable low ratings, indicating a subset of youth who are considerably less optimistic about the future. On the right-hand side of the slide, we see confidence in achieving personal goals. Similarly, the widest point in the second plot is closer to 10, suggesting a high levels of confidence. Another noticeable concentration of responses occurs at 8. However, we should also pay attention to the tail end of the plot. A smaller but still important group rated their confidence at the lower end, and they warrant our attention. To sum up, both plots reveal an overall sense of optimism and confidence among the youth, yet it's crucial to note that there are individuals with lower ratings who represent a segment of the population that may need special focus and intervention. As we draw our presentation to a close, it's crucial to shift our attention towards the so what of our findings. Namely, what concrete actions do young people believe can make an indelible mark on society's challenges? Displayed on the screen is a bar plot that highlights a variety of actionable steps as perceived by our respondents. Educating oneself and others. This is the most frequently cited action, emphasizing the role of education as a powerful tool for change. Next, volunteering time and resources emerges as a significant way to make a tangible impact, reinforcing the value of direct community involvement. Advocating for positive change. Advocacy is also high on the list, indicating that young people are ready to speak out on issues that matter to them. Engaging in respectful dialogue and supporting diversity. These are both crucial for creating an inclusive society and were chosen by a significant number of respondents. Practicing sustainable living. Sustainability is another key focus, highlighted by a notable portion of our survey respondents. And finally, participating in democratic processes and donating money and/or resources. These two actions encapsulate a broad view of civic engagement and responsibility. So, to bring it all together, this study vividly underscores that today's youth view themselves not as mere spectators, but as active agents in shaping the future. From education to civic engagement, they're poised to tackle challenges through a multifaceted approach. Their collective voice sends a compelling message. Change isn't just possible, it's a responsibility that we're willing to shoulder. Thank you for investing your time to explore these crucial insights with us today. I believe the revelations from this study could be a watershed in how we perceive and harness the latent potential within our youth to forge a more equitable, inclusive, and sustainable future. Once again, thank you for your engagement and have an inspiring day ahead.